Hello there, my name's Baffled, and this is a video about VRCOSC. We're going to do this in multiple parts here. So what we have is introduction, installation, overview, and after that, some final thoughts, timestamps next to it. So, what is VRCOSC? Well, this is how the wonderful creator Volcanic Arts puts it in his GitHub. Modular OSC program, creator, toolkit, and router made for VRChat. Show your heart rate, time, hardware stats, speech to text, control Spotify, and more. Includes drag to drop prefabs for your avatar. That one's a good one. That's how it's described on the GitHub. Let me just show you how you usually see it. You'll usually see it displayed with some sort of playing media, maybe time, a heart rate, something like the example I'm showing right here. You can also see it on people's avatars with the drag and drop prefabs that were mentioned in the description. You have ones for heart rate, a watch, media that you can actually control in-game through your avatar, or even something like text-to-speech. It's also pretty easy to use and set up. The installation is very easy, like I said. We go to Volcanic Arts, his GitHub, VRCOSC. I'll have it linked down below. We go to releases and find our latest one. Then we scroll down. You can download this right here. So you set up for it. Goes right to our downloads. And when you go to your downloads, you'll see VRCOSC setup. You just go ahead and run that. Get it all installed. And you'll open up to this. Okay, now that we're in the overview part, what we have here are our different sections of the actual application. So, in order, we have modules, start and stop, lips and chat box, router, startup, settings, and info section. Now, I'm going to start with the modules. This is where we have all of our stuff like the heart rate, speech to text, media player, anything that you'd want to enable that's already built in to the application. You just check it, you go through your settings tab on the right of it and actually make sure it's set up right. Once you have what modules you actually want to use selected in the application, we go to our next part, which is our start and stop. This section is actually pretty simple. All that we really have is our play on the bottom left. On the bottom right, we have our restart and stop. And then we have stuff for our outgoing and incoming readings. On the left there, it's just anything that you actually enable, anything that's doing, it'll tell you. Next section is the clip section. This is where you'll do any of the customization in the chat box for anything you actually clicked on your modules section. If you want to know how to actually customize these to make them look better for any of the modules, I did post a short doing a brief little quick overview on how to customize it, simple way, what you could see. It's linked down in the description, or it's probably up here in the video. But after that, we have our router. The router is just if you're using something else, a different OSC software, something like VRC FT for face tracking, or if you have something that needs a very specific OSC, you can route it through this so it doesn't conflict with anything else that you might have. It helps run multiple OSC softwares more smoothly for you. Next, we have the startup section. It just defines paths to applications to start when you actually run modules. The settings tab. There's quite a bit actually on the settings tab, with changing the color of theme you're using, to UI scaling, chat box update rate, to different outgoing endpoints, incoming endpoints for your OSC, to automation, which is stop and start with VRChat, open with Steam VR, anything like that. And then you can change how your actual application updates, whether you want it to auto or you want to set it. But after your settings tab, we're left with info. The info section just has his GitHub linked, his Discord if you have any questions, or if you want to join and go to any events he may have. And then that final one there is for donations. That'll also be down in the description if you want to go help him out. So breakdown portion. Let me remind you, I am making a few shorts to give quick little tutorials about how to set up some stuff with the text-to-speech or anything to do with the heart rate. Just some quick tutorials to get you sorted out with that. They'll all be on a playlist on my channel, released at the same time as this video. But VRCOSC, a wonderful piece of software, like I said. It's free, so I recommend you go actually, just pick it up, try it out. Simple installation. It shouldn't take any more than like 30 minutes to figure out. And if you watch some of the tutorials, some of the more difficult stuff that I had to work through, like chat boxes, I didn't realize because I had been using it for a while and I updated it because I thought, oh, wonderful video idea. I completely didn't know how to use that customizable chat box thing. So I was using it, I would enable it and it wouldn't show up, and I got so confused for so long. And then I figured out, oh, it's just the customizable chat box. I didn't have this one piece enabled. The prefabs for actually putting stuff on your avatar with the watch or the heart rate or the media one, I had trouble with. I admittedly couldn't get it to work, but I have the most basic Unity knowledge that you could probably have, with knowing how to upload avatars at the very least, and then trying to use Avatar 3.0 Manager to combine stuff. But I didn't have much of a problem with the watch or the heart rate. I just couldn't get them to work on the same avatar. When I put them on separate avatars, they worked perfectly. Go pick up the software. Hey, this is the outro bit, but I plan to do another video. Trox. I did a community post. Fucking rendered them. You can go look at that and see what I'm talking about. That should be out in like a week or 2. 3. I'm kind of lazy. I'll admit it. But go check out those shorts. Should be easy to follow, I hope. Also, by the way, the world's name is Storm Drain. I don't know if you can see that thumbs up, but you got it. I believe in you. Lovely, lovely day. Lovely day to you all.